Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, and I think for even a few of you, good evening. Post Christmas here, it's a foggy morning on the new frontier. Well, I got a few of you here. I just want to ask a quick question. Do you hear like a static background? I just want to make sure. I noticed last stream, for some reason, my gain control was off on the mic, so it was a little bit staticky and pushy. But I think we finally got things hopefully locked down to where volumes all balance out, give or take. So I don't know if you guys watched the other episode we dropped Tuesday, Christmas Eve. We got a couple new fields. So we actually need to lime that one. And we need to get our planter. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill this up with lime. Morning, Pleasant. Glad to hear it's all in line and in tune. I think we're going to need more lime than what we have, but we'll get this guy started. We cleaned out a lot of trees between the last two episodes. Fairview Farms would not be a fan of our technique of opening land up, but we needed the stones for concrete. So you got to do what you got to do. I want to start up and down. Kind of send this guy off on his way. And I don't know if I can sneak in through here. I can. You have a good Christmas present? The kid must have loved it. I know mine went crazy with the unwrapping phase. Gets one hand on it and won't let go. So we need to go pick up an actual planter because I want to get soybeans in, and we're going to put corn in one of these fields too, I think. Exactly. Unless you plan on hunting, there's no point of putting corn in the woods. But like I said in my last video, this is kind of, I don't know if this is, I think this is how Ola meant it, but this is kind of crazy that this is how it pops up with the animals for the animal dealership. They're just all kind of free grazing. But yeah, all jokes aside, I hope everyone had a great holiday. You got a little bit of time off from work, so this would be nice. Be able to get a few things done around the house. Maybe get some more videos out. Hopefully you get some advancement on this, even though it seems like there could be some maps coming out sooner than later. I believe I have a good calf barn, Pleasant. Let me, let's go down to the construction. I think there's this guy I know. I got two. Should there be two in here? Pleasant, you know this guy. Should there be two? Am I missing something? Oh, I see. One's got the fence. Okay. See, this is the first time opening it. Last 2 days have been hectic. And spending time with family as well, so no chance to jump on, but that looks nice. I could only go by the Discord photos, but I like it. I put the last one to good use on Alma, so this one will be getting some good use as well. Let's back this up. And I'm wondering, says I need some fertilizer as well. Very nice. Now, Pleasant, were you able to figure out how to add pastures or add the fence to them, or is that just defaulted with the base game aspects of it? No, not on this save yet. I think I might have broke it last weekend. I was messing around with some finer details and trying to change some things for customization, and now we have to go back to the drawing board a little bit. But I'm hoping this week, when I get some time now, I'll be able to work it out. So this needs fertilizer. So let's go. No, we want consumables. Which one is cheaper? So that's 1,000. Guess we're just gonna go with this. Buy 4 of those. Very nice. Yeah, I'm excited to put to use. So that won't let me pivot like that. I wish this didn't have the EU on it, but is this just the tractor or is it the actual equipment here? Kind of weird that you can't make that wide of a turn. So we'll actually take the fertilizer back with us. We have some seeds at the barn already. So once we fill this up, we'll grab one. That's literally this planter that's... Is there a wheel hitting? It's always something. I always find a way to break something. I'm like Squatch reincarnated. Without all the... Oh, never mind. When I golf, there's a lot of fireball involved. You got that. We'll bring this back. I bet you he's out of line by now. Can't do any... I guess we could hook the case up to this. I really don't want to put that much horsepower on this guy. But we do need to plant. Like I said, I'll do 2 soybeans and then do another... Do 1 corn maybe. We just don't have a corn header, but hopefully want to go on sale sooner than later. But no, we've opened up. Most of our squares opened up. We got to figure out how to probably get more cement bags sooner than later. Or at least stones to make bricks. Because I think we're going to need more bricks for the other warehouse. Or shed. My goal was to build 3 buildings on this map. And then after that, I plan on using great sheds from LJR, Trailer Park Farms. BC Bueller's got a few out there, which we need to land all in here. He's been bumping them out. Great work to him and his, you know, well, he does it by himself essentially, but great work to him, you know, turning out the conversions of his mods. Just waiting on that versatile 620. We need some power on the farm. We need some power. So I'm going to leave this right here for right now. I'm actually kind of shocked that the other guy's not done yet. So we don't need the bales yet, right? And while we're here, let's get enough wood beams. I think this is glitching because it says I have cement bags in there, but it should have used them all up. And I'm pretty sure I didn't put any extra in. If I did, that's a screw up on my part. Over here, let's see, we got enough wood beams, got enough planks. And then, like I said, this one, we need 10,000 cement bags. It has been a lot of work just to get what we have over there. Also noticing there we go. Field of view is like really close. Alright, so he is out. He just didn't want to communicate it. So we'll run him down and pick up some lime. Pretty soft ground out here. This field actually got quite a bit of rocks. I think it was the most rocks we saw was this field and part of this one. So I don't know if it's just something with the map. That was pretty intriguing. But yeah, we'll get this guy filled up with lime again. And like I said, this will be our planter. Our seeder. Yeah, planter, sorry. Still early. At least for me, it's coming up on 9 a.m. now. Not too bad. I guess that's not early anymore. Get lime. You gotta make sure I don't pull the fertilizer from there. That would be the only issue, so. Lime. Cheaper? No, they're both 2,000. I don't know why it says NA on it. $6 is about right, I think. Might be good. Less than that. Alright, perfect. On that side, which is what we wanted. But now, I'm glad to see mods starting to roll out, unfortunately, which it happens with every new farming simulator. There's people out there releasing other people's mods, converting other people's stuff. Just don't share it. Like, if you want to convert it because you need it, just don't share it. I've converted a few things, but keeping them myself. And the reality is, most of the actual original modders have the models, which allows them to adjust the materials they need to for this version of Farming Sim. So, instead of trying to go through and sabotage a mod, essentially, just wait, be patient, or do it for your own save, and don't share it with the public. Or try to sell it or release it to ModHub. Now with that said, yes, I plan on hopefully getting the Versatile Nemesis, which is based on Giant's M8 Kubota. Kind of reskinned it and trying to add a little more customization to it. So we're waiting on that. So it was not. So there was 2 more, I guess. You know what? It was 1 more, 7. 14,000. Could have just did the math. You know how things are not math. You know what? It's actually 16,000. Yeah. No. No, it is 14,000. Alright. Keep hitting that. I gotta move those keys in the dashboard. They're side by side. But yeah, what has been everybody's favorite mod so far? They have seen drop yesterday and the day before, and looks like there's going to be some more up until New Year's. So there's a few. Aussie Farm Modding has dropped quite a bit of Aussie equipment too for people who don't. We're looking for the large equipment right now. Yes, it's Aussie branded, but they've been dropping a lot. I know Argosy Games been sharing some of their stuff. That's how I came across them. But naturally, they released kind of their large seed implementation systems, and then Bueller drops the beautiful Seed Hawk. So I will probably most likely go with the Seed Hawk because it's just what I know, enjoy. I just, like I said, wish we had the Steiger 715 will do the job, but I kind of wish we had the big boy for it. Is he going to start back on the track? He is not. Oh, no. So this is actually, I think Giants took this apart from Courseplay, which, by the way, Courseplay and Autodrive have now dropped. I know there's still a lot of kinks to work out with those, but I think that's huge. Autodrive, I don't know how big of the team is, but I know Courseplay, there's a pretty good team behind the scenes, and, they just cranked that out, ready to go. But like I said, that pull forward and then back up motion, that reminds me a lot of what Courseplay was doing. Waylon, how are you? Welcome to the stream. You have a good Christmas, buddy? Waylon, you might be in the most live streams for the chat. They should have a badge for you. I honestly think you're one of the biggest supporters of a lot of the farm sim content creators and live streamers. So big shout out to you, buddy. Well, my question is, can we get up to... kind of going to set a goal for myself. So let's go April 1st, April Fool's Day, kind of end of calendar quarter one. Now I want to be at 1,300 subscribers on this channel. We're at 1135 right now, maybe. So I think that's doable. I think we could, reach those marks. While this guy's doing this, I kind of want to show you guys. So we have created all of these fields, with the exception of 5 was smaller. We've extended it towards what it calls plot 6, which I don't understand 6 being there, but ideally I would like to move this way. We just don't have that money, but I would like to continue to expand that way. Though, you come down here, this is also a lot more expensive, but it has fields in it. But each field, we could purchase individually. We just can't expand on them. With the exception of maybe this one. Because, oddly enough, it's on our property. I think that's how that works. Don't quote me on it, but, I see that over that threshold line of property. And we're saying we can't go, up here. Yeah, it'd be a little odd-shaped field, but I think we could try that. That's got oat in it already. That can't be planted. Oh, it is. It's growing. So you got a few spots that are here, there. I want to say that's where the bushes were, because same thing over here when we expanded that one. But I'm thinking maybe these 2 soybeans and go that large one corn. Ideally, that might work. But I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe we do buy these little fields first. Bring in enough crop, which we got to build a silo system. That is the other paramount we face. And we're not going to burn through all this lime. Now, the other thing I wanted to check out, I'm so used to using precision farming, and I hope we do see it. So you got the needs lime, fertilized. I'm going to have to go back over and fertilize a lot of this, I think. Because, are you guys... these 2 fields have nothing for fertilizer on them. So that's something that I think we're going to have to do. And then I noticed, too, so there's actually a couple contracts on the few fields we have. But I think, like I said, there's not a lot of room there. I have to clear out some more trees. But nothing says we can't have that field without owning that farm area, right? And I do know for some of you haven't brought up, I think in one of the videos I got a message in Discord about, I do know Ola has 3 versions of this. He has the logging version, this version, and then he has the 69 farmland version. Well, that's good that you had a good Christmas, buddy. Get any new farm equipment? My son got a couple stuffed. Well, he got one stuffed tractor, some more clothes, stuff to keep him occupied. When he gets bigger, we'll end up giving him some of the more die-cast set tractors. So we will have to put fertilizer. The only problem is, wondering if I need to do that now, and it won't be crop destruction, or am I going to have crop destruction? So I might have to take a gander at that. Bruce, welcome in. Happy holidays to you as well. I hope it was a fun, joyous Christmas time for you and the fam. Appreciate you stopping in this morning. So I think, yeah, we're going to have to... They wanted to go liquid. So they just added... Giants, which shocked me, was releasing stuff right before Christmas, which is not their character. They're usually out of office like the week before. So that's $102,000. That's $30,000. So I think we're gonna have to use what we have the linemen. That's crazy. Actually, you know what? Fertilizer spreaders. I guess we can just use what we have instead of spending 20 grand. We'll just empty the line out. We'll use that. Row crop tires. That'll be the next thing we gotta do. We'd have to switch both of these to row crop tires, which I think we can do. And not really be limited by it. So, like I said, once this guy's done, before we get into the planting, that might be something we have to look into. And you know what? Because I know I'm going to have to go put fertilizer down on these fields. I really don't want to put the case on it. But get the pivot, there we go. But we're going to have to use the case on this guy. Definitely overkill. But we've only got so much equipment. And I'm glad I updated that sawmill so we have prefab walls being constructed now, because we actually needed quite a bit for our house. So corn will be the first. Can we? Yeah, we can plant corn right now too. Right? Yeah, we're in corn season. So we'll plant corn first. Then we'll plant the other 2 fields soybean over there once they're done. Probably would help if I detached from there. Now this should put enough initial fertilizer down with fertilizer in this planter. Now we can fold. There we go. So I guess with the weight, this is not terrible. And I think overall that's good. Start with work the headland, start with up and down. Works for me. Got a couple wood beam pallets out there still. Got some short planks, some prefab, and we're working on some long planks again because I think we're going to need them. So we're getting there on equipment. And actually, for sale, we got another truck, another harvester. Nothing worth really dumping money into. One of the things I want to do is move this truck a little farther out of the way. And what we'll do is we'll pick this up. It'd be nice to have a shop built and completed so we can actually store some of this stuff correctly. Just kind of outside. I kind of want a spot where if we got to change tires, we can change tires. So while those two are running, we're going to go grab... Yeah, I'll send the truck down after. But we're going to move all that stuff we have. Oop, be good if I stay on the road. Go move all those pallets we have over at the store. I want to see if I can customize the wheels, which I think we can, but yeah, we'll definitely want row crop. Prevent destruction. We need to put some fertilizer down. We want to make sure we're getting the best yield we possibly can. Like I said, I'm so used to precision farming that I actually forget how to do base game high yield a lot of the times because I rely on precision farming. I just find it more realistic because, you know, you can put down manure at the beginning of the, or end of the year to put a slight fertilizer point total on the field or anhydrous. And then you can plant the crop with a little bit of fertilizer. Then you do another slight dressing. And just to me, it's, I don't know, it's more enjoyable that way. If that makes sense. So it said I got a worker done. But I want to come over here. It should be right here, right? So if I go into here, the paint, by the way, is the one thing I cannot wait for that mod to come out to fix that, because it's just crazy to me how much you have to pay to repaint the tractor in a short period of time. So I can change tires. We also don't want a plate on that. I don't know why I keep ending up with plates. It's like it automatically wants to force you to have a plate. It shouldn't. It should be the other way around. You should want to add the plate. So that's fine. This guy's done. So I'm going to actually do is take him back over here, unload the lime that's in it, then he needs to go down. Like I said, we'll try to change the tires on both of these if we can. I'm hoping we can. Nice, Waylon, nice. What you get for a laptop? I saw there were some good deals on some out there. I've always thought about, like, how much more farm sim would I play if I had a laptop instead of a desktop? And I think I'd play probably too much. Because I'd probably just take it everywhere with me and play. There we go. Those are unloaded. Let's go see if we can change the tires on this. Then if we can, we'll be able to fertilize our fields that we already have planted without destroying the crop, which will be key. Even though I guess we could just make tram lines if we had to. Remove the headland aspect of it and just go up and down on the edge of the fields. Actually, a lot of the European soccer games are going right now, too. I just realized Boxing Day over there. Might have to turn one of those on the side. Alright. Move this guy out of the way. There you go. Dell's nice. Pretty good processing power. And there we go. So now I should be able to get $5,000 to repaint that. Insane. Another one with a plate that I said no. Ah, okay. We gotta go. Standard, standard. So none of these, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. So you can't change. Interesting. Did anybody else notice that you cannot go to row crop tires on these? The fact that is a base game piece of equipment and you can't go row crops? I'm so confused. Now when I go to this guy, see, automatically puts a plate back on it as soon as you go in to customize it. That has narrow tires. So, you know what? I'm honestly not going to worry about it. And I think this justifies. What do you guys think? Does this justify turning off crop destruction? That because they don't have row crop? I think. Don't get me wrong. I could make tram lines, but I think I shouldn't be penalized for base game equipment not having row crops, which is what I kind of feel is going on here. So I'm gonna turn off crop destruction. That blows my mind. I did not realize that did not have row crop. So hold on a second. So the Giants just released. Okay, this has got narrow tires. So the more expensive equipment has narrow tires. Okay. That just. I'm so confused. I mean, am I small? We also had the big extension, and it was not recognizing that on the other one. It was defaulting. But yeah, that's crazy. All right, let's get what we came here for. Fertilizer. All right, so it's 1,000 bags. We know we can get 16, 14,000. So 8. Boom. Still can't believe that. Yeah, I'm turning off crop destruction. I think that's the trade-off, Giants. You can't penalize me for crops because you did something like that. So we're gonna actually need 5,000 more. Oh, I thought I was gonna take that wood stack out. I just know I'm gonna hit that John Deere if I don't get tighter. Yeah, Bruce, that's my thing is I'm used to doing it in layers because of precision farming. Because in my head it's like, well, if my crop only needs, 20 kilograms of fertilizer, that's all I want to make sure it gets total. I don't want to put, 100 kilograms of, fertilizer down when it only needed the 20. That's why I miss precision farming. Like, once it came out in FS19, it became, to me, it was a base game requirement. But I know there's a lot of legality, I think, with it right now because EIT doesn't have the funds anymore, and they were kind of funding it on the Giant side. But Giants, technically, it's their mod, as far as I understood it, but I could be wrong. But I think they need to release it. Maybe that's what we'll get after the holidays. But usually I feel like that's the pre-Christmas gift they give us, right? A month into the game, they're like, okay, here we go. But I know there was also a lot of hiccups they had to iron out with the base game itself. So maybe that's why they waited. It will be a mystery until we get it. So bring this guy back to the farm. Get him fertilizing those fields. We should not need all this fertilizer, but we're gonna use what we can, and then we will go from there. But yeah, Bruce, to follow up kind of on what you said too, you gotta, I guess you have to buy a planter that has fertilizer option, which I also not that big on. Again, because it's controlling it. But I guess that's what I'm going to have to do, like we did with our planter. Our planter has fertilizer in it, which he's probably out of fertilizer by now, actually, because that field was not really set up for that. Let's get this guy. I was waiting for it to still destruct, even though we had destruction off. I could just see that being a thing. Alright. Good there. He's actually not going through fertilizer or seed. fast at all. Wow. I'm actually kind of shocked that we got that much of, I mean, it's a pretty decent sized field. We're not even at 50% on either of those. I'm pretty sure I don't get, right? My worker's not buying me. I hope my worker's not buying me more. All right. Let's get this guy. We got a couple more skids there. Excuse me. So we'll load up the extra seed and stuff down there. Maybe throw on a couple. 186,000. Where's what we're down to? We still got to build a silo or two. Otherwise, we actually need a wagon to haul that too, because the loading wagon won't work. Oh, we got a little bit of work to do. Maybe we do buy a couple of those small fields for the time being. Once I know what I don't need for lumber and stuff anymore, I'll be able to sell lumber, which will be nice. I just kind of need to finish some of these projects to know that we don't need that. You know, I could just... We got more trees we could take down. As Pleasant says, we could always just keep clearing it. We don't have auto load on here yet. I don't think I put it on. No. No, I left it off. We left it off for now, which is fine. It's nice to lift stuff manually from time to time. Like I said, we shouldn't need any more fertilizer or lime for a while. Seeds, I definitely overspent on that as well by the looks of it. And we're not going to go too crazy with placing these because we got plenty of room on this step deck. Might try to double stack these last ones. Ooh, I realized a bit of a drop right there. There we go. I will say pallet, like from where it was in FS19 to now, the pallet system a lot better. At least on scooping them. I mean, they still slide a little bit right there, more than what they probably should, but I understand they kind of have to create, you know, those collisions. Nothing crazy on how we really get it on there. Kinda making it work. Oh, that's a hole in the seed bag. Probably shouldn't do it this way, but I wonder if it'll stay and bounce. There it goes. Slid right on there. Perfect. So we'll get this all back to the yard, kind of clean up our little mess we had over here. Then we'll get them unloaded and put away to the side for a little bit until we can get a warehouse built. And you know what else we're gonna do over here? There we go. Oh, really? Wonder why. Was there like a slower animation? Either way, I'm gonna load this guy back up. This is how we should have brought it all over here. I don't know why I drove each vehicle separately, but wonder how that'll actually work out having the forks like that. But we know those will fold up fine. Straps should be good. So we'll bring that back to the farm. We'll see where our planter is at. It's ready to go into the next fields with soybean. Pulling some weight here. There we go. There's all the free roaming animals at the animal dealership. Just go out there in the field, pick the one you want. Oh, we're spinning a little bit, fighting. Now him I thought would be done fertilizing this field yet. Guess not. But it does look like our other one is done. Great. So he just got done as well. Barely used any fertilizer, which was expected on that field actually. So kind of got 2 layers on. I mean, I feel like we need to go through and briefly touch that up, which we will, but let's go. He's done over here. Can we? Oh, we definitely can't navigate that with this. So we do have some room to go out that way too, I'm noticing. I just realized he really ended up in an interesting spot on the field. We'll just stay on the headland edge. Crop destruction's off, so it shouldn't affect us too bad. Fertilizer. Seed we want to top off on. So what we're going to do here is we will open that up. We will jump into this one. And we will grab these skids off this. And we will top off the seeds and fertilizer before we go do I not? Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, should be on there pretty fairly. And now I'm gonna do what I should have probably did was stack these two big ones together. Still got that random NPC there. Which I knew how to remove that guy. Probably gonna do all this work. I'll probably need more seed, but I'll take it from that other skid that's over by the planter or the seeder. Get lined up here. Like I said, should be able to put this just above and unload these. And we'll grab that. Excuse me. That fertilizer skid after too. I mean, it probably shouldn't go over that bay, but it uses them all. It does not. So that is an interesting development. So we'll do this. I really need to get the joystick hooked back up on this setup. There we go. I was gonna say, not getting good enough pitch with the forks. There we go. Make sure we don't hit anything. We'll top this guy off, and then we'll send him off to do soybeans while we adjust the rest of the stuff around here. Now this one should unload without even having to go into the tractor once I put it over this bay. There it goes. Not going to use all of it, but we have a solution for that. Am I on the right side? Should be this side that lifts, right? I mean, this thing barely used any fertilizer in that last field, but we're gonna force some down because we want it to be fully fertilized. Try not to hit anything. There it goes. And that should be it for that. And we got room for the corn after. So we're gonna have to manually fertilize the rest of that other field, and then kind of take it from there. Like I said, unfortunate we have to take off crop destruction. We'll jump right over this. We want to get soybeans in. That is the project focus right now. Get the soybeans in. A little overkill with our tractor for this, but hey, it is what it is. So I think what I'll actually do is start at the field furthest away that we just freshly lined, and then work our way closer to the farm. And I'm wondering if this roadway is actually wide enough for this. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. You gotta drive a little bit off the path, the beaten path, but we're there. All right. So we'll get soybeans in here. These shouldn't need really any fertilizer unless something has drastically changed in that method. So actually what I want to do is I want to jump into here because I'm going to force this one to be all blue, dark blue. And you know what? I don't think it'll do it. So it's not going to register that until next time around. We'll have to go back over it when we advance a month, I think. That might be the catch 22 with that one. So again, precision farming, you just keep laying it down and it'll tell you that it's adjusting, which is why I really miss it. Should just name this stream Oh Dear Pleasant, or all Oh Dear. Man, I can't even speak this morning. Need more caffeine. Oh Dear, How I Miss You Precision Farming. So let that guy work. Hop out of here. You know, I don't know if I'm really going to need the short planks anymore. Because I don't think we needed them for that one. And I don't think we need them for this one. I think we only needed them for that house. And if that's the case, ideally, I would like to just sell them and make some cash back here. We'll put the seeds in over here. Close we can to the construction site with hopefully not being in the way. That one skid is definitely going for a ride. Go. Easy peasy. Move those lime ones over after 2. Probably, I think that cedar's topped off already. But if it's not, we'll surely top that off with a skid that's over there. We're an hour into the stream already. Time flies. We got another hour in us, give or take, maybe. Whoa! That's what I didn't want to do, was catch that fence post. Alright, we'll tighten this up. We'll push it into the other ones. And it should. There we go. Should square them up. Now I'm going to go get those other seed bags we have over here. And like I said, I think this is topped off. I'm positive. We're going to hook onto it just to see. But I'm positive we topped that off. And I completely missed the hook point there. Oh yeah, it's topped right to the max. So I'll put these 2 skids over there. Then what we'll do is be able to take these 2 partials and use those, drive those out to the tractor when they need a refill, or the case and planter. Go from there. Straighten that other one out a little bit. And actually, you know what I might do? probably take this skid right off. Because it's enough of a partial. I'll put two partials together. It should be good from there. Okay, so I really need to get the joystick going on this again. Make this a lot easier than trying to use the mouse, but I mean it's working. Try not to hit the fence again. Yeah, pallet's still a little on an angle, but this would be enough seed. I mean, I would want to say even for our next planting cycle, I think I'm gonna do some winter wheat again or barley. And there we go. Nice and tight. Now we can move the limes, which it looks like they all went the other way. It's alright. Well, get those moved out of the way. I just don't like that you can't really stack these. I mean, you can. It just doesn't look good as I put a hole in it. If that doesn't get a like for putting a hole in the lime bag, I don't know what does. Okay, see if we can maneuver this in here. Ooh, almost took out the corn or the seed bags. I'm gonna have to move that next, I think. I think we gotta take the net wrap and we gotta move it. You know what I wish would come back? The auto racks. They're like the auto load, but they're just the racks. I would love for those to come back because I have no problem driving the stuff over to it, and then it's just nice and tidily put away. That is a mod I miss as well. You really think there's a lot of like quality of life mods that you don't come to like thought at first, but then you start playing and you're like, oh yeah, I missed this mod. I missed this mod. So what are some of the quality of life mods for everyone in chat right now? I know like auto load was pretty big for a lot of people, but like I said, I can manage without auto load, but give me a pallet on the wall or a rack on the wall that auto loads, that works for me in that sense. That's a quality of life. They would clean up that stuff right there. I don't think we have racks in FS25 yet, do we? I don't think we have standard racks. Morning, cheesy. But the more I think about it, like, I don't think I've seen anybody release racks yet. Which is usually one of the things, like, I feel happens sooner than later. But maybe that's something we need to hop into Blender and navigate that. Alright. That's done. We'll fold this up. And we'll put them back over here. Out of the way. Kind of see where our fertilizer and everything's at. I wonder if the fertilizer is actually done. Fertilizer spreader might be done already. Works for me. No, he's finishing up right now. Good. Kind of wondering. All right, so we'll definitely have to do another one on that field. Another one on that field. Outside ring of that one's fertilized. I don't fully understand why compared to the middle. Make it make sense. No clue. This one looks like he's fertilizing, but interesting. Yeah, I don't understand. Did he start? That planter start on the out? No, he hasn't done the outside yet. The outside's more fertilized than the inside. For soybean, I mean, that should almost go right to its max potential fertilization because we are using a little bit of fertilizer, but that should pretty much cap it. Unless soybean fertilization has changed again, and I just haven't realized it yet because I haven't played enough of that aspect of it. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. That, or is it just not updating the map? I'm so confused. So those two fields will have to do again. All right. And we might have to build a roadway a little further out here. We're going to cut through the wood line, though. That'll hold us over, I think. Just kind of cut. Oh, you know what? We actually can't go that way. We weren't far away from the path. So we can head back that way. So not a lot of fertilizer used. We're going to keep this where it is, though, because we definitely need to put more on that field, and we'll need to put more on the other field. The corn it should have used. Oh, we got to roll those fields, too. You know what? That's why I wasn't seeing fertilizer. Because need rolling is such a light blue. I needed to put two and two together. So all that needs rolling. Okay. So that'll be what we'll do now with this is grab the roller. Right there. And we will roll those. Put this back over here. But yes, that is right. We need to roll those fields. Compact that seed bed a little bit. It's going to be pricey when we have to repaint these tractors and do some maintenance. But for how much paint it says I need to put on there, I don't see anywhere other than dirty. We do need a pressure washer. Maybe that's the issue? I don't know. But we do need to roll. That is correct. Do some rolling on that field. Then we'll see where everything's at. But definitely better fertilizer now. Excuse me. And there we go. I mean, for me though, look how clean that planter was. And it's kind of crazy that we need to roll it now. But if it says we got to roll, we got to roll. So actually, yeah, there we go. So now we're seeing the fertilizer color that we should be seeing. There it goes. See, sometimes I swear it's like broke. So we'll need to roll those fields as well once he's done, which it looks like he's almost done. Head over there, soybean. Could always sell my large mower, I guess, if we needed money. Kind of see what we got going on here in the sales section. Yeah, still the same junks. We're running at 5 times, by the way. We hit it for people who might not have seen it. I think that's probably going to work the best for us. So with soybeans, we use a lot of seed, which not terrible. Which now I realize we actually need to grab those 2 skids. We do not have any more fertilizer unless we empty the lime or the fertilizer spreader. So we will grab these 2 skids. We will need them. We shall need these for that last field of soybeans. Burned through quite a bit of seed in that one field. And I'm not too worried about driving to work because we have to roll it. So that works out. Oh no. See if I can push this back on. Like sometimes I feel the pallets do slide a little too easy off one another. Like that way where I'm turning it. I don't know if I should have kicked it that way, but it did. Alright. So that guy is done. Fertilizer, we're good on that. But we will need to put some more seed in there. Because we are down to 54 liters. We burned right through it on this one, which means I think we can get probably more than 2/3 through it on this field as well. Try to get off the field here. Let's open this up. I'm just going to back right up to it. We will fill these up. There goes one skid. All right. Burned through those 2 skids. Wasn't expecting to get through both of them, but perfect. Question is 57%. Is it enough for this field? I don't think it's going to be, but hey, if we can get it close, I am happy. All right. Put this guy in motion. must have been when I was standing in front of the worker. So that's good. So we might need to put a couple more bags of seed in there, but I'm fine with that because that uses up the 2 partials that we had. And I don't think we need to worry about fertilizer in that anymore for a while, till the next planting cycle. So good there. So one of the things we need to figure out is silos, which I think we could put right in here. Kind of at the end of that. We just got to find ones that, you know, meet our pricing requirements. I also changed that. I think in the last episode I mentioned change that barn. What I did notice is the wrapping changed. So it doesn't get rid of your, when you get rid of auto load, it just leaves your bales there. That's what it did. They actually came back, which was interesting. But they're all white now. As soon as they went in this barn, they turned white. So I don't know if it's something with a shed or if it's just the way it is, because the base game auto load shed for bales was not working well. Like I said, every time you load in, your bales would be underground. Kind of see where this is at. We're building that upper deck now. So planks long, 229 is what we need right now. We got plenty in there. Yeah, they're burning right through. So that's actually not far left. Over here, I think we're out of supplies. All right, this one needs planks. 2,000 planks. Scorpion, good morning, sir. Hope you had a great Christmas with the family. Hope you got some good scones and some good cookies. I was actually thinking of you yesterday when I was eating some cookies. I don't know how my wife does it, but the sugar cookies are always so much better than the store. And the crazy thing is, like, the recipe should not be, you know, it's not that varied of a recipe, right? So we need 2,000. So I'm going to see if I get both of these. Standard planks. Good thing I realized we're probably going to need these at some point. So that's for that. We definitely got to figure out cement bags for that one. I mean, do I just buy cement bags? I mean, we've gone through. This has got to be, that one was what, 12,000, 5,000, so 17,000. And we barely got there with the amount of stones that we generated. And I don't think we'll see those kind of stones in the fields unless they're new fields again. So this one's almost there. Kind of mad that it says I got planks long and prefab, or sorry, planks and prefab wall in there. I don't understand how that fell behind, but we're getting there. Ooh, there you go. You know, I had cookies the other day at a work party. The kitchen sink cookie or something like that. It's pretty much got everything you can think of in it. It's from butterscotch, chocolate chips, white chocolate chips. They might have had M&Ms in there, pretzels in there, pecans, maybe walnut. I think it was walnut, not pecans. But man, those were good. Just kind of had everything. Oh, what's this? What? Hold on here. Is this how we produce wood chips now? I'm confused. This might be how we produce wood chips. I think it is, actually. That's how we... Oh, yeah. There's another one. So we got a couple of wood chips. What I should do... Well, we got those working. I should kind of clean up this over here. Kind of get these stacked on each other. It's one of those things. How could you mess this up anymore, Kyle? Just like this. Well, there's a way, there's a will. Farmer Taz always finds it. So my question is, do we... Makes the big bucks. Hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wood chips. We got 2,000 liters, 257. So you make about $5.40 per thousand. So half of what they are, you make. I guess that's not terrible for the operation we have, for the amount we're going to create. I mean, that's much better than silage, seed rate, a few other things out there. So I guess that's not terrible. Prefab walls right now. Ooh. Another 11 grand in our pocket with those. If we go sell them, planks, longs, green. A lot of stuff green price right now. I'm actually shocked how low silage is. 120. It's our price at 125 on the high end. Yeah, I can see. I mean, the fact that it's, half the price of the quantity. So you get 100,000, it's $50,000. So it is good price compared to a lot of other things. And it's kind of, what we're doing right now, we're producing it. So it's definitely worth it. Like you said, it'll be a nice little paycheck in the end. I just don't know how crazy we'll go with it right now. I think we'll just probably keep stacking them up. Did you make your own marketplace, Scorpion, or is it the one that got added to Mod Hub? Because I think there's one on Mod Hub that's supposed to be universal. And I noticed the same thing on Riverbend. We set it down and tried it out, and it was, even on hard, the pricing was a bit wild. I'm wondering if that's the one you're using. I think there's only one on Mod Hub. Like I said, we'll just try to clean this up. Bye, NPC. Can't be standing in the way. If you guys want to give me a like for not paying attention to the NPC there, for not being the NPC they are, go for it. Oh, modhub.us. Dangerous. Had to pick on you, Scorp. I'm sorry. Scorp, what do you think of that JCB? Have you been playing with that much? I'm sure you went and tuned it up a little more. Alright. So that's that half. I'm just going to pretend the NPC's not there because they really should be gone once I move the mill. There's nothing for them to do there anymore. I'm gonna say, wait, as long as you like, and that's the thing. I think too many people don't scan the mod. They don't look at the logs of the mod as well. I'm also kind of shocked, Scorpion. You have not tuned that yet. I figured that thing would be going an extra 20 miles per hour by now, and be able to pull an extra ton or two. Did I really just hook that? Oh, no. There we go. I was like, I hope I did not just hook that. I might have to move these prefabs. Whoa, Big Bud. In the 715? You put the Big Bud in the 715? Oh, man. I thought 715 Steiger is beautiful on its own. And then you got to put the Big Bud in it? So that thing's got to be getting, what, 1,100 horse? Give or take. I don't know if I can get those other two without moving the prefabs. I think we're going to have to do. We're going to have to load up the prefabs. Oh. Alright, I know what you're talking about now. Like the Caceres modding one. I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong, but I think it's that one. He just dropped his final version of it recently. I mean, these, I'm just going to put back here. I know we're going to need them somewhere. I just don't know where. So for right now, let's just store them here. Yeah, I think it's the older Steiger is the one I'm thinking of. Maybe it's a different one you found. Trying to get this cleaned up over here a little bit. Get things a little more organized and prep for our shop. Whoop. And now I should, in theory, be able to get in here and adjust these last two over for the short planks. Or, as they call it, standard planks. Alright, we completely butchered that turn, so should have just raised the forks all the way up so I could pivot and not collide with anything. But at least now we have a little more maneuverability over here. Like I said, once we know we don't need these, which we should on the other shed we're building. I mean, all this stuff we'll just keep producing and we'll just keep selling. This is what I should have did. Raise this right up. Get lined up. now our yard is a little bit better. We'll have to probably cut some more trees down sooner than later, just to keep this whole production thing going. We're gonna push that into that one. All right, that's clean enough for me. Well, you see, Penderer, that's kind of the catch-22 here, right? You know, I spent the extra $100-something thousand to get this one put in, so we get the prefab walls, and yeah. And now I'm stuck using pallet fork on the JD, but you know, it does the job. It does what it needs to do. You know, maybe in the future we'll look at that. I think a forklift or even a little skid steer would help for maneuverability, of course. It'd also probably help if I just organize things a little bit better on my yard. But you know, this guy just hangs out here in my yard. Really don't know what he's doing, but we're making progress. I mean, they're powering away. As far as I don't put little like NPCs in there, actually. The new big seeder, the Seed Hawk. Planks long. Oh, well, I guess we're going back in the John Deere. I just realized our other guy's done seeding. Planks long. We might be in trouble. Please tell me those are 2 plank longs right there. I think they are. But while we're here for a second, let's make sure we get that going. Need to add just a couple more songs to cover a 2-hour split on this. So these are planks long. I guess these were meant to be picked up now. Whoa, there goes concrete. That slab is broke. Alright, planks long. So we do get enough, which I am glad, because I just want to get this house done. I am going to probably cry if it tells me I need to build or make roof shingles for this one. I have not had that pop up on any of the testing some of these buildings yet, but I have a feeling one of these two, because I haven't built these, but in some other saves I built some of the other sheds and they never called for the roof shingles. So I'm kind of wondering when that moment is going to happen. Knowing me, because my luck, and I didn't test these 3, they will probably require it. And we will have to come up with more stone. So we definitely go through the planks long pretty fast, which doesn't shock me. What are they, 2x6s? Probably. But I mean, this should... I mean, we've done a lot of stages on this one. So I'm kind of curious. Where it's really sitting at. And then this one over here. Let's get the short planks right now. Planks 1300, yeah. That's just a random guy just always hanging out in my yard. He frustrates me. All right. And look at that. So what we had in there actually worked out for seeds. We almost emptied this baby out. So I'm actually fine with that. So we'll bring this back over. And I think, what side of this should this be on? Should be that. There it is. There's the fold out. So I'm actually going to just back it up. Right here for now. Until we get our sheds built. Once we get these sheds built, I mean, this priority, the goal is to start adding, like, you know, trailer park farms equipment, stuff like that. Scorpion is down in the Lone Star State, where there's good barbecue, good desserts, and wild storms. We got a little bit of snow up here in Maine the other night, though. Scorpion, I'm not sure what you're probably getting. I mean, the heavy rain and thunder. Yeah, Fender, you're a lot like me, which is crazy because it was last winter or the winter before, we actually had a period. It was snowing and thundering at the same time. It was the creepiest weather I've ever seen. But yeah, no storm. I mean, other than snow, we don't really see much now this time of year. So I'm just waiting for that roller to be done. She might, as I say that, there he is. We're going to fold this up because they always keep leaving us over in this corner. So we got to go roll those other 2 fields. Is the wheel actually hitting the axle? No, it's not. So I wonder why that always catches that way. Whoop, let's go this way. Honestly, the next cutting I should actually open up like a little like roadway. Being it keeps throwing us over here anyway, I could probably run it between the sheds, like so, which is what we're gonna do right now. I'll head over here to roll these. Yeah, Fender, it was the first time I've ever seen it as long as I lived up north. Apparently, it happens more often further north. Like, I'm talking like, if you go up past like Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, I guess they see it more often. Just because of the moisture and everything. I don't know. It's quite wild, though. Right now, we're just getting frigid temps, and like I said, we got snow the other day. So, is he gonna start on the headland? No, he's not starting on the headland. He's doing this little piece right here. And kind of look at the fertilizer side of this too, right? 252. Oh yeah, we got a while till wood chips go up and priced. It says January, so we just came past that. Needs rolling. Those fields obviously need rolling, but they're whoa. Look at the fertilization on that one. Speckled. Interesting. Now I'm wondering, I just rolled that one. Could I go over? I think I have to wait a month. So all these light blue, I think we're going to have to wait a month. Because it's not precision farming. I agree, Fender. What drives me nuts is it's always like ice gets under the snow, and then the snow melts and creates a more packed ice, harder to melt away ice or even chisel away. It just makes it a mess for plowing, you know, maintaining everything. So I like to keep it. I rather just let's get snow, And then when the snow's got to melt, it melts, and there's no freezing rain to go on top of it, or there's no heavy rain that creates flooding from it. 'Cause that's the other thing. We see a lot of rain. I don't think it's hail. We haven't seen hail yet on this. I think that's just the soil. So I'm trying. I mean, we don't have a soil map, technically, right? But I could swear I saw somewhere, might have been Christmas Eve when I was looking through some of the modders on the Facebook. Someone had a soil map, I think. I swear I saw a soil map. But I don't think Ola has a soil map on his, but it's just a weird fertilization spread. And then there's that one area right there, which was bushes. I definitely know that one up to the upper right was bushes. And we'll see, when he's rolling, maybe that gives away on it. Who knows? What else are we going to check? Whoa, we got a conveyor. Convey all. 11,000. Ooh. Let's go to what we need to actually do while we're here. We need to look at silos. Silos are used to store all crops. I don't know. These checkered ones, do we see these in the US anymore? Or even Canada? I honestly went back and I can't remember the last time I saw a checkered one. 80,000. Ooh. Pricey. So we got these. And if we get the convey all, I mean, that's not a bad price. Like I said, we just got to run the convey all with it. Then we need the auger silo. These flat bottoms hold a fair amount as well. Which we're going to need something. Problem is we got 1, 2, 3, 4 crops. 4 crops. These JCLs. See, I like these. I'm going to put 4 of these down. Wait, they duplicate it? I don't get it. 24 feet. 24 feet. So what is the difference? That one is 24.6. Oh, that one is 176. Why was it not changing? Interesting. So I don't think we need anything that big. But I think I mean, 4 of those should be sufficient. Right? I'm not going crazy on this, right? I mean, we should not. I don't think we would need more. It's kind of the question now is where to place these. I prefer to kind of buy them before we run out. I think we put them right here. 1. 2. 3, 4. Okay. We did it. We bought something. Let's go through textures here. Try to rough this up. You know, I'm not going to be able to do this to the level Fender has got, which Fender is on PC now. Fender, I forgot to bring that up. How are you liking the PC? I'm sure you're still playing 22 right now, but how are you liking the PC? I know you were very excited to get that, to join the PC world. I'll see if we can, you know, kind of give these some home feeling. Trying to add some textural feel to this. There we go. So a little bit of a system there. That conveyor, I'm pretty sure will reach across that. But that looks good. I mean, I think that looks pretty decent. The only thing I want to do, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of the slab look on these. So we're gonna touch that up. I want to kind of, you know what? Yeah, this might be doing too much, but I want to just kind of connect all these. Make it look like we just, you know, put these in together. And, just filling in the area. Did not mean to actually take that piece out. The one thing I do wish Giants would improve on is this camera system for putting stuff in. Like, that is my one gripe with the build mode is it is a brutal camera system. Like, there's no sugarcoating it. And I think they're aware. You know, yeah, you get used to it and so on and so forth, but it definitely feels, let's touch this up a little bit. We don't want the gravel going all the way. There we go. And we can make it look like you got different ways to turn in. Perfect. All right. So now we're gonna do it. Convey all. This thing is huge. But for $11,000, well, actually, let's make an educated look here, right? Yeah, Scorpion, I know you've been upgrading yours, but Fenderer got, or did I say Scorpion on accident? I meant Fenderer. Fenderer got a new PC shared in Discord the other day. I know he had been waiting on that to join the PC world, the dark world, we'll call it. So yeah, So I don't think that one will reach on top. We don't have the other ones on here. So I guess we are going to buy that conveyor. More money gone. Hopefully our crops help us out. So I need to grab this. We need to go pick up our conveyor. Ooh, almost just took out our equipment there. Actually, you know what? We just drove right by the bin site. I mean, they look good from that angle. When we drive the conveyor through, we'll kind of check it out. Now, Fender, don't be downloading those bad mods. Make sure you scan all your mods that you download. But once you get into PC, you'll be enjoying it. It was a big change for me many years ago. I want to say FS15, FS17 maybe. FS17 I think was the one. Actually, you know what? No, part of FS19. Now that I think about it, I played part of FS19 on console as well. Oh boy. Well, this is a predicament. So can I sneak in here? Okay, that's not too bad, I guess. Yeah, we can pivot that now. Just don't want it to turn a full 360 to get it out of there. So we got our nice conveyor over there, and we do have to come up with some money for a trailer next. I know there was the Mauer Peterson modding just released. I'll have to probably check that. Yeah, for me, Scorp, I don't know. I just started on console, then didn't really at that time see the value to have a PC for me. And then Farm Sim was like, "Oh, hey, you get this mod, this mod, this mod, this mod." I'm like, "Okay, all right, fair enough." And I had played some of the earlier versions of Farm Sim too, but I just never really was, I guess, looking at YouTube and seeing a lot of those mods that are being created. I just always knew it was on Mod Hub, and it was only showing me the console versions. So, oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. Nice little area here. See if I can do this without breaking. And there it goes. So that, oh, I hit the building. Oh no. Is this going to be too long for here? I am slightly worried now that it might be too long. I'm going to put this in the middle of this right now, but looking at this might be an issue, actually. We'll drop it off right there. We'll have to come back and visit this. Because that could actually be... I mean, I think once we have it up on the height, we'll be fine on these. And everything looks to be good. See, I think it looks a little bit better with gravel instead of slab. Then we got the rock gravel. the path, the road less traveled. This guy must be almost done now. We're at what, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in game? Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. And once this guy's done, I'll probably set him off on the other field, and we really don't have much to worry about after that. So the question is, he's got to go down the other side. I'm hoping he doesn't end on this side. He shouldn't. He should end on that other corner this time, if it all worked out right. So, why is it? It just looks really wide, but it should be wide as the roller. This should be the last pass on this one. Oh, raining. I don't know if we should roll out then. Looking at that. Will that only further make it muddier in the field? If the physics are correct. I think that kind of, falls into that umbrella. I could be wrong. Doesn't look like it leaves any deeper deformation behind that tire with the roller, which is kind of interesting because right now, it is AI worker, but Waylon, so to do long grain rice, you need a couple things. Let's go up here. Long grain, you need a special planter. No. Short grain, right? Ooh, sweetheart. Long grain rice. Where was that? Let's cut to this. So that was long grain. Okay. So you can use the Una, the Phoenix version. Standard harvester. I was gonna say, yeah, short grain's the one that you have to flood. Scorpion, I think, saying right there. You need the dinky planter, and I think you have to be able to flood it as well. But long grain, I don't think there's a lot of variations. I think the long grain one you can plant in a field. You don't have to water it. I could be wrong, but I don't think you have to. So this rain, I think we kind of have to stop. I want to roll that. We really should roll that field. See, it does sink in a little bit more, it seems, because of the weather. It could just be my eyesight thinking that. It could be me, but yeah, Waylon, I haven't personally done it yet, But I know there's a few videos out there. I know the Farm Sim guy. I'll give him a plug there. He has a video on it. So check that out. There we go. So we'll just kind of finish up this field, and it kind of finishes our day. What I do want to check on is, where are these ones at? And Scorp, actually, if you want to pull up, the Farm Sim guy has the long rice, short rice video, I'm pretty sure. Farmer Klein also, yeah, there you go. You beat me to it. Farmer Klein was the other one. If you want to just post one of those in here, Scorpion, for Waylon to click the link and go check out, I'm perfectly fine with. I'm not against sharing people's good content. So, being you're my mod, Scorp, if you want to just go in there and share that for me. Help out Waylon. Would be appreciated. I'll have to send you some cookies. So those are getting close. Oh. Whoa, they're using the planks as roofing. Interesting. I walked by that. I didn't even see it. So it's like tin. Which is interesting because it's using tin, but we haven't had to do anything with making tin or producing any kind of tin. So. Thank you, Scorpion. Waylon, there you go, buddy. Go check out that link Scorpion just shared in the chat. That should help you sort out the rice, long grain and short. And they are pretty good. Like I said, there's a few out there that do it. Farmer Cop is not bad. He just seems to go really fast through some of them. And I think one of the things I always want to tell people, because I used to try to rush through some tutorials as well, and then I'd be like, you know what? You can speed it up, slow it down however you want on YouTube. So produce your video at a nice steady pace, and if it takes 20 minutes, it takes 20 minutes. And they can always adjust the speed. Nice, nice. Did this guy start on... Interesting. Maybe I was pulled too far up and he didn't realize he had to go the other way. Yeah. I did watch a video the other night, Scorpion, of somebody they leveled the map as low as it could go with the deformation tool, and it actually creates an error. Like, it crashes your save game if you go to the bottom point of the map and then try to drive on it with heavy equipment. I don't know if they had other mods in there that were causing issues too with it, but I noticed that. Also, loving this texture, by the way, how this gets this wet, muddy look. Probably would not be rolling this because we'd be pulling out more seed than we would be compacting, but we're just trying to get this done. This will probably be our last task of this live stream. I think our next video for this series will be recorded one, which I'll have to do and try to get that out. And then I have my other channel, which is more of a FPS channel. Kind of need to get something up for that, but obviously this channel is my baby. This is where I get so much love and support from everybody. So this channel will always be the primary focus. I just know after one of my streams a couple weeks back, a few people asked about a little bit more DMZ contact and a game that I actually play offline a lot, Breakpoint. Yeah, Fender, once you get the key bindings down, it'll literally become natural. It'll become natural faster than you think it will. So don't get frustrated with it, because it will work out quite nicely. And like Scorpion has said many times in my live streams, is PC, it's almost endless what you can do. And on the other side of that, Scorpion, if you haven't seen some of Fender's work on the console, it's kind of crazy the detail he brings to the console side. So I'm actually looking very forward to seeing what he can do on the PC side, having all these tools available now. No, Scorpion. We don't do Xboxes unless you're a logger. Come on now. Just kidding. No, Xbox controller is nice to use. I prefer the joystick, which I need to set back up. And it looks like this guy... Okay, he's got an attack plan now. I see what he's doing. He did that length first, and now he's going to come back. I feel like FS25's worker would have quit by now and said, oh, field done, completed task. I don't know if Fender will get heavily into modding, but he can build some serious farms and landscaping that I don't know how he did some of them, because it's really creative, because you just don't have those tools available on the console version. I'm going to say, Scorp, I'm mostly keyboard. I have the sim dashboard, and said like steering wheel too. I use the steering wheel a lot. And then a joystick I don't have hooked up right now because I changed the desk around a little bit to support real work, unfortunately. But no, it's good. That is the one thing that will be a little tricky, Fender, for you, because you are on the laptop, is having a external mouse. And if you can get a key, honestly, you probably don't have the number keys off to the side. You probably don't have the switch keys, do you? The numeric keypad. Because if I don't know how it works on the laptop, if it rebinds it a certain way, but for me, having the number pad on the right plays a pretty good point too. So if you're able to get a keyboard, an external keyboard and mouse, or the number lock, or even just get the keypad. I mean, there's USB docks out there too. I got one that I added to my stand that I plug in a lot of my stuff to charge, like my sim dashboard and stuff. I think I got on Amazon for like $10, which will allow you to have more stuff hooked up without using all your USB ports on your laptop. Waylon, did you check out that link? I think you're still in here, but just making sure you saw that link and checking it out. There we go. We're almost done this. Like I said, after this task, will probably be it for us today on this channel and game. Like I said, I might jump on the other channel and run some DMZ. We got nothing else on sale. That's true. I don't know how his wife I don't know if his wife would be that keen, or his partner would be that keen to have him laptoping in bed playing Farm Sim, but I know mine would probably kick me out of the bed if I was playing Farm Sim on my laptop in the bed all the time. But I would say, yeah, mouse, and then not necessarily a new keyboard to use external keyboard, but maybe a number keypad might help. Or if you're good at setting up macros, you can set up macros on it as well. It's actually my new Corsair keyboard has 6 macro keys added to it, which is kind of nice. My other one, unfortunately, just was not working anymore. Vendor, that's because it's the holidays, buddy. I'm telling you that after the holidays, it might be uh-oh. Good, Waylon. Glad you found it. Ooh, Fender, that is great that you already have a number pad in there. Oh, you know what? I just saw the spot right here. So that's what's creating all those. It's like a shrub patch that's just not going away. Or maybe we did have a storm. It's kind of interesting. We'll have to revisit that. Yeah, mine doesn't want me on the computer station often. But she also doesn't want me playing in the bed all night either. So, the Scorpion said it's one of those things where you kind of gotta be like, do you want me to leave and go downstairs and play there or no? But still, very lucky. I mean, a lot of people don't get that kind of support, so I'm not complaining. So we're getting almost to the end here. Still raining. Somehow got brighter again. Nothing there. Okay, I thought he was going to miss the entire pass there for a second. Like, back it up. Keep going in here. This is what I want to look at. So those are just weeds that never, which I think if we cultivate that again, those will go away. So that's good. Almost done the rolling. Those spots need lime. Maybe that's what, I don't know. Just very odd. It could just be what it is. Could just be the overgrowth. See if these are done yet and need anything else. So this says 0 planks required, which means it's done that. I don't know why. I know sometimes these have been glitching out. This one's still going. 281 planks long left. Almost done the roof. Unless they ask me for shingles, then we're in trouble. But it'd be nice to be finally moved into this house. I mean, it's been half a year already on this map, and yeah, that's our progress to show for it. So we're down to 129 grand. So it didn't take us long to burn through all the Alma money. You're right, Fender. Now that I think about it, that's probably actually what that was. There's probably a weird hail. Because I plowed those before the winter finished, and I think we got hail in March or February. Now that I'm thinking about it, I bet you that's what it was. They're always like a circle or a ring. Like they don't know how to like scatter more, I guess, or it's less of an issue. But with that said, everybody, that is going to be today's live stream. I thank y'all for stopping in, supporting it. We got a lot done. Hopefully we get this house and shed finished the next couple episodes. It'd be nice to be done with it. But no, thank y'all for stopping in. Scorpion, Fender, Waylon, Cheesy was in here, Bruce was in here, Pleasant was in here. Appreciate it all, guys. Thank you guys for the likes. A few of you shared it as well. Hope y'all have a great post-Christmas day. Until next time, Farmer Taz out.